Yo, 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 yo! Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Friday, everybody. And we busy, because you know at 12:30 we got nothing but debauchery. We've got T-Money and Uncle Brasky who are going to join us. They got a little information on a wing fest that's going to be coming up. You might want to be a part of this. You know it's going to be fun, and it's also for a great cause, raising money for the Ronald McDonald House. We'll talk about that at 12:30. Plus, we're going to get our bets. And my goodness, hopefully you've been betting this week because, man, we've been killing it with the bets, haven't we? We are on fire. So hopefully we're going to continue the streak, tear things up. And we also got to talk about last night, man. And I'm talking about the NBA. I don't think I've really hit that many topics on the NBA today. But good thing we got Jay Ham at 11:30. That's right. He's the historian. We're going to talk all things NBA. If you paid attention last night, you had a little Celtics Nuggets action. Jason Tatum from the corner for the lead. Brick. Nikola Jokic doing Nikola Jokic things. He just had a 32-point triple-double. Had 12 boards, 11 dimes, 115, 109. Nuggets beat the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, though, went off for 41 points. Dude was awesome. The Celtics team that I absolutely love and think is fully loaded still couldn't get past the Nuggets. My goodness, did you see the athleticism of Aaron Gordon? His dunk, where he caught the ball in the air, windmilled that junt, was just so nasty. I feel like he's one of the most underrated players in basketball. Like, what he does for the Nuggets is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. But, man, Denver, defending champs, taking care of business, dropped the Celtics at their house. So we're going to talk a little NBA 11:30. Plus, there's a really big game this weekend. It's Saturday. It's 11 a.m. on CBS. The Memphis Tigers, they're going to Boca, play FAU. We are going to jump all up in that bad boy. And then we got, of course, college basketball, baby. It's March. The madness is setting in. Got a bunch of teams out there doing a bunch of good things. Like, geez, Arizona, as much as I make fun of the Pac, that team's fully loaded.
Sure is.
I mean, damn, dude. They just dropped 88 on UCLA, which has got a bunch of young kids who I think are going to be pretty damn good in the future if you can keep them all together. They just destroyed them. I mean, they made them look foolish. Arizona's absolutely amazing. And then Washington State, like that other Pac-12 team, can't even beat Washington at home.
Oh, rivalry game, John. You got to throw it out. Got to throw the books out.
Throw them out.
Different game.
It was definitely ugly for Washington State. That's for dead-gum sure.
Shout out UW. I love Washington.
Do you really?
Well, I just love Seattle. So I love everything that happens in Seattle.
Nice. And then, of course, we got the West Coast Conference Tournament. Pepperdine took care of Pacific. Belmont beat.
Took care. Whoa, John.
They beat about
John.
60.
John.
Was it 60 points?
Pacific scored 9 points in the first half.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I saw the final.
That game was going on.
They scored 9 points in the first
half
of basketball.
We were on air yesterday, and at half it was like 52-9 was the score, or something like that. Pacific scored 9 points. The battle between interim head coaches. Both teams have interim head coaches this year, and yeah, Pacific only had 9 points at halftime. Now they jumped out in the second half, had like 20 with like only 5 minutes. Into the second half. So, I mean, a much better second half for Pacific, the Tigers. But, yeah, no, really, really tough.
Came out ready to play in the second half, it looks like.
Anything would have a pulse in the second half, and you'd be better than the first half.
Well, the UAB Blazers also got off the schneid yesterday.
Sure did.
They've been struggling as of late. Andy Kennedy, was here in Memphis and got thrown out of the ball game.
And you've seen the stories from that game.
Talk to me.
You have not seen the stories from this game. So there's an active investigation right now by the gambling commission because there was a massive line movement before the game
towards UAB.
It yesterday morning or yesterday midday, it was UAB minus 2.5, and in a matter of 2 hours, it jumped to UAB minus 7.5. And they
won by 28 points.
And so they're active. They're looking into it to see. There was a big SI story last night about it. I couldn't read it because I've used all my. Yeah, I've used all my free stories at Sports Illustrated, so I couldn't read this one. But
how many free ones do you get?
4 a month, and I went through all of them, and it's only March 8th. Sports Illustrated supposedly dying, so no reason to get a subscription, I guess. But yeah, so supposedly everyone's looking into it. And if you'll recall, John, back when Memphis played at Temple, there was a massive line movement right before the game. When we were talking that day, it was like a 6 o'clock tip-off. When we were talking earlier in the day, it was like Memphis minus 3.5 or so. By the time me and Brett and I were talking about it in the afternoon that day, it was like Memphis minus 7.5, 8.5, maybe even 9. It was like this huge jump, and we were all like, what's going on? There's got to be an injury or something that would make this line move so much, and there was never anything, and so we just wrote it off as like, that's weird. But now it's happened again against UAB, and people are getting a little suspicious.
That is pretty wild. I don't think we've had anything about. I haven't heard anything about possibly like point shaving or anything since the Alabama baseball team got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. So this would be something.
Man, that's fascinating. I'm gonna have to definitely keep my eye on that.
I wish somebody would have let me know earlier, though. I would have definitely hammered UAB.
No kidding. No kidding. I need some of that inside information. My goodness. But man, I'm telling you right now, I fired up because basketball is here, and again Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning, everybody and their grandmother better be watching a little CBS Sports. Tigers better go take care of business. They got FAU. I'm pretty damn excited about that game, aren't you?
Yeah, how could you not be?
And then, by the way, did you hear? Speaking of in the world of football, did you hear who was at the Newark airport this morning?
No.
And flying to Pittsburgh?
No.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, jeez.
Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh. I mean, hell, dude, I would bring somebody, I don't care, anybody in there to compete with Kenny Pickett.
John, I saw a video this morning on Twitter of somebody, it was Russell Wilson highlights, and it said, why would any team not want this guy? And it was like, Russell Wilson looked unbelievable. I mean,
in the highlights,
running around doing all this thing, but it's from like a CBS game, and so you can see the graphic at the bottom, like running through all the scores, the little ticker, and St. Louis pops up in a football score for the St. Louis Rams.
Whoa.
So they used like video from like 6 years ago. I mean, and someone was like, was that a St. Louis Rams score ticker at the bottom? I don't want this guy anymore. Even if I wanted this guy, don't want him anymore.
I was watching NFL Network, a little NFL show with the very lovely Laura Rutledge, Mina Kimes, and all those good people doing their business. And I didn't realize how little Russell Wilson throws the ball over the middle. Mm-hmm. It's either a screen or he's throwing it deep and running around.
Yeah.
Not very. I mean, he does not use the middle of the field at all. At all. He was dead last when it comes to quarterbacks. With I can't remember how many starts it was or attempted passes, but he was dead last at throwing the ball over the middle of the field. Now, in Pittsburgh, would he be better than Kenny Pickett? I hate to say this, but from what I've seen from Kenny Pickett right now, would you not say absolutely?
I mean,
as much as you can say he's a cornball. He's this, he's that. He's more Hollywood than he is substance anymore because he's all about a little Russ-diculous. Kenny Pickett doesn't throw touchdown passes.
You right about that.
I mean, he just doesn't, and it doesn't make sense to me. I've never seen a person who, has played this many football games. He's got 25 games under his belt. Did you know that?
I did not.
Started 25 dadgum games. My guy does not throw touchdown passes at all. He has 13 touchdowns in 25 games. 13 touchdowns. You know how many interceptions he's thrown?
A lot.
13.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
13 touchdown passes, 13 interceptions, 62% completion percentage. They do somehow win the games because their defense is always good. TJ Watt's a man over there, and they run the damn football. But dadgummit, Kenny Pickett, I'm sorry. Russ at least does get touchdown passes. He did throw 26 of them last year. Kenny Pickett in 2 seasons, 13. And we talk about Russ being terrible. How does he avoid so much criticism?
Russ was sneaky good last year, though. People forget that. He's corny.
Hey. He was so sneaky good that Denver took an $85 million dead cap hit.
When you're a guy like that, you come with a lot of extra baggage, I guess.
Yes, you do. And Then here in the first segment, or I told you that I was going to bring up something that happened to me that was a very strange story. Is it not?
You told me, if I remember correctly, before you came on, that you had a great story for me today.
It's not a great story. It's just it proves the world has lost its damn mind.
I see. Okay.
So, people, this isn't Hardwood. This is real life, and I'm just going to lay it out there for you. So, yesterday, me and my girl Chas we go to the gym.
Okay.
Nice,
good job for y'all.
Nice, normal little day. Going to go get a little workout on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there for about 30 minutes. I'm over in the little, I don't know what the hell you call that room, where I'm doing my yoga.
Okay.
She comes in there and interrupts me doing yoga. And I'm like, so I look at her half crazy, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, dude, I don't know if you know how yoga works, bro. You don't stop somebody 30 minutes in to their deadgum yoga practice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you want, woman? I'm kind of agitated. And she's like, we got to go. And I'm like, why do we have to go? We've been here like 30 minutes. She's like, I got to pee. And I go pee in the
Oh, no, public restrooms?
Nope, it wasn't that. She said, I can't. And I was like, and I look at her like she's crazy. I'm like, why? She goes, there's a naked man sitting in the women's locker room. I go, what? She goes, there's a naked man sitting in the women's locker room. I can't go in there and go pee. He's just in there. And I'm like, get the bleep out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I walk up to the front desk and I go to tell this dude. And then, of course, there's another lady who's up there saying the same thing. Like, hey, man, there's a naked dude in the women's locker room.
Interesting.
Well, guess what happens?
What happens?
They're like, oh, well, hold up. They go into the women's locker room, the, quote, people who work there, and then come out and tell us, oh, I'm so sorry. He identifies as a female.
Oh, classic.
Like your boy Jay Morgan said, I would never ever spill over into my life. Why do you care about the T's? Because they're liars. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care if you date who you date. I don't care if you're feminine or you're masculine. Women can be masculine, men can be effeminate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a damn, but don't lie to me and try to tell me that you're a chick. That is just a lie. You need to be in a mental institution. Goodness gracious, I still couldn't believe I had to leave my gym. I had to leave the gym because Chas had to go to the bathroom and they wouldn't throw a naked man out of a women's locker room.
Wow.
Is that not? I mean, tell me, am I a little bit crazy?
Do you go back to the gym?
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I mean, I was just very agitated about it yesterday, and obviously I'm still a little bit agitated today. And the reason it kind of came back up again this morning is because I saw at least golf is using its brain today. Did you hear about golf?
No, I have not heard about golf.
So there's a transgender golfer. So it's a dude who calls himself Haley Davidson. So he's just a liar in a mental institute. He needs to be in a mental institution. Well, he's playing on the girls' tour. I don't know if you know this. Do you know why we separate games by sex?
Explain it to me.
I don't know if men are just have the best of the best women. Of course, I couldn't play basketball against what's her Cameron Brink or Hannah Pow or any of these women. Like, the best of the best women are better than me at basketball. That's just the truth.
Sure.
But the best of the best woman ain't beating LeBron James in a pickup game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because men are just built different, just like women. So, hey, dude, he's come out, Mr. Haley has come out and saying, I can't believe they won't let me play. You can go play on the men's tour, but sorry, you suck, so you actually can't. Quit trying to go beat women. Anyway, I just had to say it because I could not believe that I couldn't finish my yoga yesterday because there was a naked dude just sitting in the women's locker room. So I guess I can just go into the women's locker room and say, yo, I'm just here to watch the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a lady, man. No! So, yeah, that agitates me. By the way, hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line, text line. You ever had to deal with something like that? 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Sure is.
Yeah, baby. But, dude, I'm telling you, am I crazy for this? Tell me I'm not.
No, I don't think you're crazy for it. No, John. I think you're good.
I mean, and I also am I get it. I don't know if there was a girl in a man's locker room, I don't think men would complain about it as much. But I might be a little gun shy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm standing there at the urinal and she's just looking at me.
Right. How could you not be?
Bruh.
And that's when you look over while you're changing and you go, it's cold in here. I mean, it's the only reason.
Please stop staring. But I am gun shy right now. But anyway, I don't know. I thought that was absolutely crazy. And I wanted to just mention it. World's going nuts. Oh, and also had a great morning. There was some crazy man standing outside of my house this morning screaming that the world was ending. So that was also
love
fun.
that. Classic. Did he have a sign, or was he just out
no,
there?
he was just completely unhinged.
You know, we used to have people come to the University of Memphis that would just stand like in the middle of the
I know.
place with like signs that said the world's ending, and you're all going to hell. So thanks, appreciate that.
Thanks a lot for the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line.
How about
Somebody just texted me, you should be embarrassed because you're short. Oh, never mind. I can't read that text.
Ha! So I said it's cold.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness. That was so mean.
Only reason it's cold.
All right. So
Growing up shower.
we got all kinds of things going on in the world today. We got to talk a little bit about the Memphis Tigers. And I wanted to ask you, Mr. Brian Dacus, Dave Woloshin is already down in Boca. It is
Sure
a big,
is.
big game. If you looked at all the bracketology, and I don't know how many of them are out there now, but there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch. Memphis right now is still out on the outside looking in. And the more I keep looking at the opportunities for Memphis to actually get in, the worse I feel. I really now think that not only do they need to beat FAU, I mean, I guess it really doesn't even matter if they beat FAU. It'll just be for, going into the tournament hot. Because if they don't win the American, I'm sorry, I don't think they get in.
No, I'm with you, John.
Like
and
100%. Like realistically, looking and digging and diving and looking at all the teams. And I mean, it's crazy to me. But now, like Memphis fans, you got to know, Saturday is important.
Extremely.
But the most important thing is they have to finish and they have to win the American.
Well, how about this, John? I'll give you another reason why I think tomorrow's game is so important for the Tigers. Because I was looking yesterday, and I don't know how it's changed today. I don't know if it's changed much based on the games we had
Talking
last
about the
night.
three teams at 11 and 6.
Yes, the
SMU, UAB, and Memphis.
Correct. So I saw somebody posted yesterday. Somebody that's affiliated with Charlotte posted a little kind of like a spreadsheet of the percentages, the possibilities, probabilities of seeding for every team in the tournament. As you know, John, Tigers can finish anywhere between 3 and 6.
Yep.
And so right now, the likeliest, according to KimPom, is 5th place. That's 57.3%. As you know, John, with the 5th seed, they would not get that double bye that everyone wants so bad. So you really need to beat FAU tomorrow. Because then your chances of getting a 3 or 4 seed, getting that
You
bye,
want that 4.
You want that 4. You want that double bye so that you're not having to play 4 games in 4 days. You really want that bye. So I think yes, tomorrow's game is not important in a sense of I think the Tigers really just have to win the tournament to get in, but I think you win tomorrow and that road is a lot easier than it would be.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Also, by the way, did you know in the SEC there's a big game on CBS after Memphis?
Wow.
You know who it is, don't you?
Kentucky and Tennessee. John, you didn't give me any time. Kentucky and Tennessee, that's my guess.
Bro, I can't wait to see that one too.
It's gonna be a good one.
Tomorrow is going to be
Keep your screen locked to CBS.
Like tomorrow is such a great day of basketball. You have North Carolina and Duke. You've got Tennessee and Kentucky. You got Memphis, FAU. Kansas and Houston play each other. Houston got their tail beat by Kansas in Manhattan. I have a feeling they're going to return the favor over at the Fertitta Center in Houston. Mississippi State plays South Carolina. So this weekend's basketball slate is absolutely loaded. Also, early this morning, did you watch, I don't know if it was like replay, old, or whatever. It was Coach K, it was Roy. They were sitting down doing a little talk about the state of college basketball and what it was like in the North Carolina Duke rivalry.
That's awesome.
It was fascinating. It was nice to go back. I mean, damn man, you forget how long they were there.
Oh yeah.
And how many times they went to battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good look. So if you can catch that on ESPN, I'm sure they're going to continue to play it before they tip things off at 5:30 tomorrow on ESPN. North Carolina and Duke battling it out for the ACC championship, bro. Like, it'll be a split if Duke wins, and it'll be North Carolina's all by themselves if North Carolina wins. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So let's see if they get a share or if North Carolina can do it all outright. But on the other side, we're switching gears. We got to talk with Jay Ham. But I did need to remind you, it's the weekend. You better take out your girl tonight because you know what? Tomorrow is wall-to-wall basketball. So get her on out, take her out, and look good. And if you want to look good, just make sure you get a Frontier Western store. You can head on down there right now, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. They've got all your jeans. They got your shirts. They got your spring fashion. They also have all your boots, man. If you need something footwear, they have you covered. They have the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. Western boots, work boots, dress boots, you name it, they got it. Plus, they also have an online website, which is so easy to navigate. You just go to frontierwesternstore.com. You just look. You can browse. You can shop by brands, men's, women's, sales item. You just put it in there, bing, bang, boom, see what you got, find it, get your size, put in the order, and they ship their order out within 24 hours, so it arrives extremely fast. Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. Jay Ham on the other side, we're talking NBA and some college hoops on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
This March, Wendy's has some amazing deals on their hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Like a juicy Dave's single for $1 and a fresh $2 Dave's double with in-app offer.
It's such a good deal, we wrote a little ditty about it. Get it for $1. Dave's single, order in the app. Dave's single, get it for $1. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's, official hamburger March Madness.
Limited time offer. Participating U.S. Wendy's. See offer details and redeem at Wendy's app. Account registration required. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S. and Alaska.
Country music singer-songwriter Kylie Morgan absolutely loves her Genesis diamond ring.
I got so many compliments as soon as I got the ring and continue to get compliments on it. It looks really pretty on my finger.
Kylie's husband Jay heard folks in the music industry raving about Genesis, but he also did a lot of homework on his own.
When it came to finding the ring, he took it very seriously. He did all the research. I think he knows more about diamonds than any man in the entire world, and that's how he landed on Genesis. He just knew that they were the best.
Jay picked out a stunning, flawless, pear-shaped diamond in an elegant setting. Got the value price Genesis is known for, and now they both tell everyone they meet about the amazing Genesis experience.
When you walk into Genesis, you can just feel the happiness. You know that they're helping find something that symbolizes the love that you have for your partner, and you can feel that as soon as you walk through the door.
It's always been you, and I've always been your wife.
Genesis Diamonds at Poplar and Perkins Extended.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
You watch sports. You listen to sports. Now let's talk sports. Are you a huge sports fan with always something to say but only a few listeners? Well, not anymore, because Sports 56 is opening the airwaves overnight. From 12 midnight till 6 a.m. for people like you to talk sports during your own 1-hour radio talk show on Sports After Dark. That means for 1 hour, you can tell us what's really on your mind regarding sports. Your favorite sports team, your favorite player, discuss pre-games, post-games, all games. Let's talk. Orientation is required. Interested applicants must contact the podcast center at gmail.com or call 901-468-3097. That's the podcast center at gmail.com or 901-468-3097. Amateur and professional talk show hosts encouraged to apply.
Required orientation is Saturday, March 9th, or you can take it online.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with my buddy Brian Dacus. You can listen to him from 3 to 6 with Brett Norsworthy today. By the way, you know what I did this morning? I text Brett at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why?
Because that's when I looked at my phone when I got home this morning.
Oh, good Lord.
I came in and I was like, man, because you know I leave my phone at the house.
Sure.
So I came in and Brett texted me like 7 o'clock at night, and I felt bad that I didn't respond, so
you responded at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And then I said, I hope your phone's off, homie.
Hope so, too.
Oh, my goodness, man. It is a Friday. I'm so fired up. Tomorrow's one of the best days of the year in basketball. I mean, you got Duke, North Carolina. You got Memphis, FAU, Tennessee, and Kentucky, Kansas, Houston. I mean, tomorrow's going to get bucked, baby. I'm fired up about a little college basketball. But I'm going to start in the NBA because I got the historian with me, Jay Ham. Jay, what's up, Holmes?
You're a man of like impeccable timing. I'm impressed with your timing just in general because you do like 1,000 things and then you had the signal to come on the air and your headphones will still be down and it's like you pick them up right on time, but just boom.
Dude, it's like that ADA. I got, what do I have? ADHD? I
Bingo.
said ADA. ADA. I'm an assistant district attorney. I play a doctor and a lawyer on the radio.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. What's good on the NBA side?
Man, I got to ask you, man, like I was listening to Charles Barkley talk about if this Celtic team does not win the chip this year, that it's a gag job. But damn it, man, I watched that Denver Celtics. I mean, I love this Celtics team. I mean, they just beat the Warriors by, what was it, 50 or 60 points, something? It was so crazy. That was what, Sunday?
Right.
I mean, that was just a beatdown. They are loaded. Mm-hmm. But, man, when you run into Jokic, like, that dude is just ridiculous. And Aaron Gordon, maybe the most underrated basketball player on planet Earth right now. Jamal Murray. I mean, my man straight up from, oh, my gosh, Mike Malone, straight up Beastie Boys style over there coaching and stuff, doing his thing. Like this team is just solid. They were at home. Mm-hmm. But, man, you had Jason Tatum had an opportunity in the corner for that big shot, couldn't hit it. And Jokic just does Jokic things, and then Aaron Gordon down the stretch just throw the damn ball near the rim, and guess what? That dude's gonna go get it.
That one hand that Jordan.
That was so nasty. Yeah. Like I don't even. By the way, like the athleticism for him to catch the ball, hang in the air, and then like windmill dunk it. Like I was playing kickball, okay, and I've been playing as the shortstop at kickball, and I run to my right, and I get the little kickball, and then I had to turn around and throw it to my left, and it was hard. How the hell is that man hanging in the air, catching a ball that is just nasty. And that wasn't even the most athletic thing that I saw yesterday, because Ant-Man blocked a shot and hit his head on the damn rim, bro. Right. And even after the game, he's like, I don't think I've ever jumped higher than that. Right. Like, dude, these young guys in this NBA are freaking crazy athletic.
I'm glad you're mentioning this, especially on the athleticism side of things.
Like, man, like, dude, I love my years.
We value and appreciate athleticism here in America, and I understand that. And I also feel like that's part of our problem.
Uh-oh.
Because we put it over skill. See, the skill thing, you got it. You just got it. You can teach a great athlete the skill set, which will make it, this is what makes Michael Jordan, that is. Not Michael B. Jordan, but Michael Jeffrey Jordan. This is what makes Michael that. Not just for the athleticism and the aerials, but he's the most refined, fundamental.
What made Kobe? He kept working and working and working. He was in the lab.
Talked about that. It's like people get bored with fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where it's been a lot of uproar, especially with the viral clip going around with Gilbert Arenas talking about kicking all the international players out of the league. And this was the kind of conversations I've been having all week. I'm like, okay, but they have skills, bro. Well, they don't play defense, but you can't guard them. You know why you can't guard them? Because they're fundamentally sound. They're disciplined. Well, they don't have the athleticism, but you still can't guard them.
I mean, Jokic can't jump on a curb, and he's probably going to get his third MVP.
You still can't guard these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid is probably the most talented of them all.
Oh, my gosh.
Just from a basketball standpoint.
He can do everything.
Look at how fast Giannis came along. And that was mostly on athleticism. But
they could still shoot that. If they could teach that man to shoot a free throw, though, that would help out. You know what I'm saying?
And granted, it's a bordering country, but there's no more complete player, especially on the perimeter in this game right now, than SGA.
Dude, Shea's just absolutely
both ends.
I mean, he's leading the league in steals. Do people even realize that?
The dude was top 15 in blocks last year as a guard.
I didn't know that.
At 6'5", you know. It was like that all year. I look up, he's top 15, top 20 in blocks. The only guard in that category. So it's like he's doing it on both ends. But here we value the game so much on athleticism that it also results in the microwave development that we have. And we seeing it, I think, reflect itself in college basketball. We're seeing it in the league. See, when we were growing up, we had coaches who taught us basketball. These kids today are growing up, these coaches are teaching them the NBA way. But your game is not the NBA. How many 10-year-old kids do you think out there that know that they have 10 seconds to get the ball across half court? They think it's 8 because they think NBA.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
They're playing 2K as well. So they know that they got 8 to get across, but if they're in their youth basketball league, they got 10, and they don't even know it.
That is pretty. That is true. And you know, another thing I was kind of thinking about when you're talking about just the level of the athletic freaks that we have, especially in the National Basketball Association. But it still is hard work, and it just kind of while you were talking, I was thinking about. I was listening to, who was Kobe Bryant talking to? It was an old school. I was watching NBA TV, and they had him out, and he was talking about when he was like 14 years old. He played that summer on his, his competitive team or whatever, and didn't score a single point the whole year. And he talked about how, he didn't feel like he was good enough as those kids. And his dad basically just told him, well, look, if you want to be as good as them, put in that work. And that's all he did was every single morning get up. But like, and that's what he did even when he was still a damn all-star and late in his career in the NBA. He just kept on working. That's what Mike does. They said he put in that work, and that's what I think. That's why you have people like Ant-Man who has the athleticism and is turning into the player that he's turned into. And it's just the Shea Gillis out. Man, that's why, we were all. I don't know. LeBron James has gotten old, man. Like he's old special. And he's still special. But I'm saying these young bucks are going to have to carry this game going forward, and there are plenty of them. Like the torch.
Oh, talent-wise, this is a great hands.
God.
Talent-wise, we're in great hands today, and not just from an American standpoint, but globally.
I mean, look at what Luka's doing, and he's not even in shape, man. He looks like
Luka's not jumping high and running fast either.
But damn it, Luka's nasty.
He's drinking all the lagers, though.
Man, I've got some stories about Luka down in Dallas that I've heard from my buddy that goes to SMU. He's a partier.
He loves the college.
Oh man, he loves going to college parties.
He does. I don't blame him. Wouldn't you? I mean, he's 23
years
old.
Absolutely.
He's in the age group.
Yeah,
dude. Like, why not?
Could you imagine though? You're like at a frat party or whatever, and then Luka walks.
Literally,
in.
that's what my buddy said. He was like, "You'll be just at like a frat party, and that you'll just like look up, and there's like one of the best players in the NBA just like chilling with everybody."
And he's 23 years old, something like that.
Actually, I'm
in the city of Dallas.
Mm-hmm. And got there when he was like 18 years old.
Right.
I mean,
come on, man.
Like, can we get a computer that works in this damn building?
Do you want me to look up how old he is? Is that what you want?
I don't understand why I even have this thing in front of me. It doesn't even work. I just
be on Zoom
look
there,
at a
John.
screen.
25. He's 25 now.
Okay, he's 25.
Just turned 25.
Sure. Yeah, just turned 25. Yeah, happy birthday, February 28th.
That was, a week ago?
Literally.
So, right. I mean, they're the same thing. Skill. Just a skilled dude, So it's kind of like we're at a crossroads and a conflict in America is about what's really real with the bad. And we trying to place blame in so many other spots, but I'm like, no, it's a grassroots problem. It's how we teaching the game. How we teaching the game versus how it's being taught in other places around the world. And these guys are coming in, they're prepared, they're disciplined, they know how to be professionals when they arrive.
Victor Wembanyama. This dude, at first, when he came out in the season open, I was like, oh, I thought they said he was a good three-point shooter. First month of the season, he couldn't shoot the damn ball from the three-point line. He's been shooting over like 45%.
Got his reps.
In February.
You get adjusted to the lifestyle.
By the way, he was he averaging almost like 3 blocks during that stretch, too?
Yeah. Hit 7 the other night against Houston.
Started to get comfortable.
Now they just need to get they get a team around this young man.
He don't like Vegas though. He ain't trying to go back to Vegas. He said Vegas was too.
Oh, he hated Vegas. Oh man.
He said Vegas was too much.
Did you not see that, John?
I missed it. I don't know how anybody
he
cannot
cussed
like me.
twice on TNT. He was like, I was in Vegas and I was like, what the F is going on here? It was hilarious.
He thought it was like the closest thing to just like
I
destruction.
bet you $1 million if he would have gone to the chicken coop. I guarantee
he literally said something like he had read about dystopias and that like Las Vegas the closest thing to a dystopia he'd ever seen. Hilarious.
It never ever stops.
Supposedly he also has like a little brother that's like gonna be giant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big is this kid? I haven't heard about his brother.
He's like 6'5" right now, but he's like 14 or something.
I mean, but their parents are large people too. So I mean, from the height standpoint.
I would think.
But it's just, that's just where we're going.
The sad thing about the Spurs, though, is tell me is there another good basketball player on the Spurs other than Victor?
It don't seem like it because he just stands out and shines in that matter. And then you look at the record and it's like, y'all still terrible. But they're going to be cool, though. You know what I'm saying? Just give it time, whatever the case may be. But it's just, that's where we're at. The NBA is entertainment. It is what it is, but you still gonna have the finest collection of basketball talent globally.
Bunch of people are texting me about Pau Gasol right now, about how when he was in Memphis, I walked into a couple parties and saw him. I used to see him at Alfred's partying all the time.
That's great.
I can believe that. I mean, dude's from Barcelona.
I will tell you one time, man, when that man walked in there, and I was hitting on this one girl, and all of a sudden he walked in, and man, she was gone so damn fast it wasn't even funny.
I give you a funny one. My class reunion We had like a mixer on one night, then they had like the reunion banquet. I didn't go to the banquet. I was at the mixer. Everybody's at the mixer. We standing around mingling, kicking it, having a good time. All 7'3", and I can't remember how much he weighed, but just walked in of Hashim Thabit. Walked into our class.
Did he man, how did you get that man out the mall?
Everybody.
That dude was a shopping.
It was like everybody's eyes and head just went up, just like, why you here? It was like, but just out of random. It was just like he saw a gathering and he just decided to just drop in. He didn't hang though, because I don't think that we would have been the group that he wanted to hang around. We checked. We roast people in our class, so it's just what it is. Central High Class 99, shout out.
Who's the MVP right now in the league?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, in my opinion. That's because
I love Shea leading the. Oklahoma City.
What are they second?
Are they second or first?
Tied for first.
Or tied for first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Minnesota.
With Minnesota. So I totally understand it. I'm just saying, are you taking it away from Jokic? Well, I mean, because right now,
it's not.
It's
even
tough.
there.
Or the other thing is, man. Like, I know Boston just lost to Denver in a hell of a game, but man, if Jason Tatum continues to do Jason Tatum things, I mean, is he not going to get a little bit of love in this joint?
I think he will. He's still too good.
And by the way, don't forget Minnesota. You mentioned Minnesota. Ant-Man's playing out of his mind.
He's playing out of his
Yeah,
mind.
I forgot they played last night. They're in first now. Half game back. Oklahoma City is.
Okay, so okay. I'm first and second right there. You know.
Tomato.
But it's one of those, man, where James Harden was the last MVP that was a perimeter guy. Because after that, it was
Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic.
And Joel. Sometimes this thing goes in trends, just the way that it is. Just like everything else, offensively, style of play, all of it just kind of comes in a trend. But it's kind of hard to dip away with it from SGA, just because, like I said, that nature of being on both ends is kind of, for me, that's what I mean.
Leading the league in steals, scoring like a maniac,
putting up 30 a night.
Efficient as all get out.
Right, around 50% with the 30. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. And also, that Chet Holmgren dude that plays on his team. This Oklahoma City team is young as all get out. They damn good. But do you think they can actually, the playoffs? The regular season is one thing. We've seen it with the Grizzlies 2 years in a row, second in the damn West. Regular season, get to the playoffs. It's just a different game.
You got to go.
Are they going? It's Oklahoma. You just got to. This young team's going to have to go through it.
Which their initial experience collectively is going to be good. The thing that I worry about with them is if they catch that bad first-round matchup that they can still win, but that stretches them out 6-7. I always like to talk about the playoffs being that mental grind where it wears down. Not just because you're already dealing with the physical attrition too, but then you locked into a series with a team for 2 weeks. It becomes stressful, especially when it's that kind of back and forth chess match. You play well one night, you look great, then next night you look like crap. It wears on you mentally, especially when you're a young group that's inexperienced, like Oklahoma City. This is the part of going through the stuff that you have to go through. I think they'll be fine, but experience is a question mark.
I can see that, man. We are, though, going to take a quick timeout. On the other side, when we come back with this story, and it's time to talk about college basketball, it is March.
Sure
Sports
is.
56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Are you aware? It's patio season. Family Leisure sure is. That's why they have factory direct pricing on swimming pools, spas, and even, yes, patio furniture. Yes, sir, it's indeed patio season. So come by Family Leisure and check out all the brand new 2024 patio furniture sets. And with patio season here, you know that pool season will be here before you even know it. So buy now to get in line for your pool installation and get preseason all-in pricing. Plus, you could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even up to $5,000 on all spas and swim spas. Family Leisure has got special pricing on all in-stock saunas, theater seating, pool tables, and even outdoor kitchens. I love it when it's patio season because of all the fantastic deals that Family Leisure makes available just for you. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Binswanger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Binswanger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Binswanger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit binswangerglass.com. Binswanger Glass.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Yo, Mark, long time no see. You still down at Dyer's?
Man, I'm not down at Dyer's. I'm out at Collierville Historic Town Square.
When'd you move out there?
We've been out there for about 13 years. We've got the shops, the park, we got the train the kids like to play on.
You still cooking those burgers the old-fashioned way?
Man, we're still flattening out those hamburger balls on a slab of marble and skillet frying them the old-fashioned way like they've been doing for 100 years.
Dude, you still have those onion rings.
Man, they're fantastic. Hand-breaded, served up just right.
I loved those milkshakes. Please tell me you're still doing those.
Man, we are hand-dipping those shakes, putting them in the old glass in the shake tin, served the old-fashioned way.
You got any new items out there I need to know about?
We're just doing a lot of gourmet sandwiches. We've got farm-raised catfish straight out of the Delta. We've got some hot tamales from Pasquale's Tamales out of Helena, Arkansas.
Man, are they served in the husk?
What those guys like to say, they're so good, you'll suck the shuck.
Go see my buddy Mark at Dyer's Cafe in Collierville's historic town square.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio, hanging out with the historian Jay Ham and Brian Dacus. It is a Friday, and let me just tell you a little secret. We got wall-to-wall basketball this weekend. I'm fired up about the slate, but don't forget next week when we're on air, like when I'm on air, we're going to have basketball all week long. Conference tournaments are going to be rolling.
So you know I'll be showing up with my tablet, right?
That's right.
I mean, it's just like I showed up last year, the first day of the tournament. I had my tablet with me, and it's going to be the same thing again. I got to keep 3 screens of rolling in March, man.
Does anybody,
maybe more.
Like, does anybody actually get any work done during March?
No.
I mean, the weather's always getting nice. People are outside. You got wall-to-wall basketball.
Shout out to my guy, my host, Big Shot Ron. He's been that Thursday and Friday, that first Thursday and Friday of the tournament. He's used PTO for that for like the last 15 years or so, just to stay at home and watch the games. You know, on the first day of the tournament. Not conference tournament, but the 64.
You know, the more vasectomies are scheduled during the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Need those couple days.
Because you can take a few days off work, put a little ice pack on your junk, and then just watch basketball all day long, all day strong. Yeah. And you know, if you're married, your wife can't say nothing to you because you're like, baby, I'm sitting here with an ice pack on my junk, just watching basketball all day.
You just need some nachos at that point. I'm solid.
That is, man. I'm ready for the basketball. I'm ready for the hoops. Now, you got to tell me something, man. You saw what happened last Sunday. The tale of two halves, you could say. The first half was absolutely terrible, except for the final, 90 seconds when Memphis made a couple buckets, and then JQ hit that basically half-court shot for the three, cut it, I think, to 15, and the Tigers walked out with a little bit of life. And when they walked back on that court in the second half, they just beat the brakes off of UAB.
Switch went off.
Like, it was like, man, Naquan Tomlin, Quinterly, David Jones, Jordan, they went insane. Man, and Jaquan Walton, his defense has been
very,
he's been in the other team's shorts. He's so up in them.
They finally started playing together again for each other.
It almost feels like it's the first, like this. Yes, they're playing for each other. And you got Naquan, who reminds me of Dre, who's out there just fired up, his eyes popping out his damn head. David Jones was getting even a little feisty. JQ is manning up.
This is why when it goes the opposite direction and Penny can't explain it, I understand. Because it's like all of it is there. But it's maybe it's what you hinted on last week. I don't want to.
It was Malcolm's fault.
I don't want to throw the kid under the bus. That's not my style. I blame that on
Now that he's getting paid, I don't care.
But it may be a flaw, within that from a chemistry standpoint where it's like, okay, they looked at each other and been like, okay, let's do this, Like you said, the addition by subtraction, that's possibly. But for whatever reason, they just got back to playing for each other again. They seem to actually like each other.
Yep.
Get along. We'll compete for each other. David Jones is bona fide. That's a hooping dude.
I mean, he might be the best small forward in basketball.
That is
in college.
I don't see NBA for him, though. I see him being a pro.
Do you think he comes back next year?
I think he may.
Ooh.
I think he may.
Man.
Especially if the money situation can be one of those where it's like, okay, it's worth it. Cool. Either way, I think he's going to be
You really don't see, I think
he's going to be a pro.
Just
but
probably.
I don't know if I would love for it to stick in the league, but I don't know. Because he's really cut to the point and simple, which it could be a good thing. It's like he ain't got a whole lot of flash or nothing. He's just straight to the point. Bucket.
Dude's got one of the better Euro steps. I mean, he goes into slow-mo. I still don't understand.
It's natural hooper stuff.
Yeah, it's.
But he could play in the league. It's a matter of him getting the opportunity. It's not a question of him being good enough. He's good enough. But the league is just, it's its own political animal for the reasons that it is. And the opportunity, if he gets the right opportunity, he's good.
Yeah, and I think it was the commercial appeal, and I hope I'm giving the right paper credit. But I think it was like yesterday I was scrolling through and looking, and I think Penny Hardaway said that David Jones actually might return. Was that the commercial?
He said in his press conference, he said they asked him, and he said, right now I'd say it's about 60-40 or 70-30.
I think it was Munns that I was reading.
Munns reported that yesterday from the press conference.
Yes. Look at my memory, brother.
Look at you.
Look at me, man, putting in work.
But I did see him on I can't remember whoever that is with ESPN as far as the players to watch in March. He was on that list.
David Jones is that dude. Well, man, you better hope that they win this American tournament because you ain't going to see him in March.
And right behind his name was my guy from FAU, Jonell Davis.
Dude,
Once
he is,
again,
by the
they'll
way,
back,
that
they'll
kid,
see each other again tomorrow.
That kid is awesome. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Jaquan Walton, get up in his grill.
He got the shorts. He made it tough for him.
He made it tough for him, and if he can do that again in Boca tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning, man. CBS Sports. Tomorrow is a hoop
No,
day.
no, John. Not CBS Sports. CBS.
I'm sorry,
Those
CBS.
three big letters.
And followed, and the game following is going to be Kentucky and Tennessee.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
I hadn't
bro.
looked at the schedule time.
Oh,
I knew who was playing. I just hadn't looked at what time.
Man, men's basketball this weekend is just, it starts off early as something beautiful, and it continues all day because you don't just have Kentucky and Duke in the middle of the afternoon and a morning with Memphis and FAU, but it's, Tobacco Road, North Carolina, Duke, they roll in tomorrow night. So it's going to, and by the way, Duke wins. They're at home. It's at Cameron. Duke wins. They share the regular season title.
With Carolina?
Uh-huh. Okay. And if Carolina wins, they get it outright. So it's going to be a damn war. And I can't wait to see I can't wait to see Armando Bacot and Cal Filipowski go at it down low tomorrow.
You know what? I like Armando Bacot. And I'm a Duke guy, but I like Armando. I've always liked this game.
I liked Cal Filipowski every single time except for when he was trying to trip the little engineering major and cried about it.
He should have, because the cat was coming full speed. You got to protect yourself.
He's 7 feet tall and 200 and some odd pounds, and he's been banging for 40 minutes against big dudes. Look, the little theater kid ain't going to hurt him.
It's either going to be that or it's going to be LeGarrette Blount. Which one you want?
That is hilarious. And he did not punch him. Thank you. He didn't go good. Damn, that was good.
LeGarrette Blount laid dude, and he just said the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he caught one straight flush to the jaw.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. My goodness. Tell everybody what you working on, man. What you got in the lab?
Man. March, man. I'm posting a whole bunch of March memories. I posted Lamar Odom from Rhode Island yesterday. You might want to check that out. J Historian Ham on Facebook. On the March 18th episode of 94 Feet of Life, we will have John Harden. Johnny Radio will be home with us. He's going to bring his March Madness money line talk, and we're going to tell him how crazy he is and how his bracket going to be in the trash by this time.
Who won last year? Just so you know, the Sports 56.
Yeah, you won the bracket pool?
I won it, last year, and not the year before that, but the year before that. I've got it twice in the last 3 years, son.
We're going to put you in ours, too, but ours is a little different. We're going round by round in ours.
I like too many teams to succeed in March Madness.
Yeah, so this is why we go round by round.
Well, that's good idea.
After I do fill out my bracket, the one thing about the bracket, though, I fill it out, I get really excited about it, and then I have to put it away. Because when it comes to gambling, I can't look at my bracket. It'll affect who I'm betting on. So people, fill out your bracket. Do like I do with my phone.
You overthink it. Which is a good thing, but also can be costly.
Jay, do you have any connects with anybody at Austin Peay's basketball team? I've been watching them a lot lately. They've been playing some great basketball. They're in the championship for the A-Sun.
I don't have anybody there. I know some guys that play.
Sure, of course. I just knew it was close, and you know so many guys in basketball, so I was curious.
You know what, though? Who's coaching at Austin Peay?
Corey Gibson. He's an alum there. But I think a former Tiger coach is on his staff. Let me look it up.
I think he's got former Duke player Nate James on his staff.
Oh, really?
Too.
Wow.
I
think somebody on Memphis' staff is on his staff
Duke
now.
Let
me look. I got to pull it up.
One of the Tennessee schools. Because I know Nolan Smith went home to Louisville.
I can't Google.
Rodney Hamilton is his assistant head coach. How about that? So you do got to connect. How about that? Let's go, P.
Right around the corner from me, and he was on Penny's staff for a handful of years. He was waving high grad. At one time, he was the all-time leading scorer at Georgia State.
Wow.
That got broken by the kid, R.J. Hunter.
That's right.
Damn, the historian's mind. You know what, man? Some people can smoke weed and have a short-term memory loss.
That don't happen over here.
I was going to say, it seems like you're an anomaly, brother.
That don't happen over here.
You are an anomaly.
It's like it enhances because it just takes me back through those drifted memories. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
It definitely enhances the food that I eat. I can tell you that much.
My mama ain't going to be happy that I said that, but it is what it is.
Man, he is Jay Ham. He's going to join me again next Friday. Make sure you check him out. Where can they find you?
YouTube.com/at94 Feet of Life. We got some more high content coming up over there, man. And right now, we're in tournament mode. We celebrated the 9th anniversary of the group last week. We're going to celebrate that all month long. Probably through the rest of the what's this, 2023,
24.
24? Yeah, ride it through the rest of the season.
Takes you about 6 months to remember the
And-
year, doesn't?
I go ahead and state it right now. The 94 Feet of Life 10th reunion will be in Memphis. I will bring the boys to the studio, John.
Oh,
Let's
hell
go.
yes. Oh, hell yes. We got to pay some bills. We're going to take a quick time out. Don't forget today, though, 12:30, T-Money, Uncle Brasky. We got bets. It's Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
And if the band you're in starts playing different tunes.
Hi, folks. The Chevy Sheriff with good news for car and truck buyers. The Sunrise Chevy Ranch has acres of new Chevys and GM certified in stock, ready for immediate delivery. A $6 million used car inventory and cars and trucks for every budget, and a lot specializing in cars and trucks under $99.95. If you've been turned down by another dealer, see us at Sunrise. We specialize in financing, and SunriseMemphis.com is home of guaranteed credit approval. Cars and trucks may not be free, but at least they're affordable at Sunrise. Together, let's drive to the Sunrise Chevy Ranch, 385 in Houston, Levy, and Collierville.
Is this house a good price compared to others in the area? Are prices going up or down? If I don't make an offer right this very moment, will I miss my chance? These are just some of the questions a home buyer might ask. And these are the sorts of questions an agent who is a Realtor can help answer. Because Realtors have the expertise, data, and access to specialty training to help you navigate the process of buying a home. They provide support, guidance, and have your back every step of the way. That's what Realtors do, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Join us celebrating 26 years of Napa Cafe. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I'm inviting you over for dinner. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner of scrumptious combinations, fresh salads, homemade soups, or maybe start with an appetizer, like our baked Dungeness crab dip with manchego cheese, lemon, garlic, and French baguette toast. Drift into one of our fresh seafood dishes, like the caramelized sea scallops with curry beurre blanc, black forbidden rice, and Thai mango salad. Or our ancho honey glazed salmon with creamy black bean puree, avocado pico de gallo, and jalapeno crema. Maybe you're looking for something cozy and comforting, like our Duroc pork chop with apple brandy demi-glaze and blue cheese bacon mashed potatoes. We have something for everyone. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. I'd sure love to see you.
I'm Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuck It. When I started the brand, I wanted to make the perfect fitting untucked shirt. And over the years, we changed the way guys think about how they dress. The secret was our obsession over fabric quality, listening to what our customers wanted and making everything fit perfectly. Our fit team has mastered pants, polos, sports coats, and more. So we've got you covered from head to toe. Try what millions of guys already know and love. Shop today at untuckit.com or our 80-plus stores worldwide.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Make your next grill your last with the Big Green Egg at East Memphis Ace. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Ready to cook in only 15 minutes with cook temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between. Change your at-home cooking experience for life with our unmatched, authentic wood-fired grill flavor that has our customers raving. Get your Big Green Egg and all our accessories at East Memphis Ace on the corner of South White Station and Quince Road.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah. Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Friday. I'm a little excited, you could say. wall-to-wall basketball. Next week, we have the tournament starting up. I am so damn... I mean, we have tournaments going on right now.
Yeah, we do. The Arch Madness is about to start today. Oh, John, we had double overtime last night in Arch Madness. What a game. We had some really good games last night in these tournaments.
Like, fill me in because I don't watch the
the Arch Madness game went to double overtime. Probably could have gone to 3 overtimes. Very close late. Forgot who UIC won last night. But some really good games. John, lower seeded teams yesterday were 11-10 straight up. We had 11 lower-seeded teams
This
win.
is what makes me also so nervous for the University of Memphis because these number 1 seeds don't win their automatic qualifier.
Well, and it was like the upset, and it wasn't like there were a couple in there that was like 8 versus 9 playing and like, you know, stuff like that where it was like, okay, you know, you're 1 seed lower, you won. Like we had a couple like 7 seeds beating 2 seeds yesterday, and I'm saying like a couple, like it wasn't just 1, it was like 2 or 3. So it's getting crazy out there.
Man, it's getting crazy out there. And by the way, we're about to get a little bit crazy up in here because this world's gotten crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, I got naked men in the women's locker room at the gym. You know, like weird stuff. I told you about the dude who was just screaming outside my house this morning.
The world's ending.
Like I didn't say that, bro. It ain't ending. Don't say that. I got a lot of life to live.
No, you said he was saying that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, he was saying that. I thought you said it was. And I was like, bro, you're not insane.
Except just wait until the summer. Have you heard about the what are the little insects that make all that noise? Cicadas. We're about to have like a once in like 1,000-year cicada thing where
those
like
things are so gross
because you know they live underground and then they come out and that's when they make all the noise. Correct. So we're like,
why do they make that terrible noise?
Well, and that's the thing is this summer supposedly across the country there's going to be like multiple species of cicadas that usually don't come out of the ground at the same time, and they're all coming out at the same time, and so it could be a very loud summer.
Dude, my stomach hurts.
So just wait till that guy hears a bunch of cicadas in the summer. He's really going to think the world's ending.
Goodness gracious. By the way, the reason I was bringing all this up, because, man, you might want to, like, take care of yourself, if you know what I'm saying. And let me tell you something. Over at Top Gun Memphis, which is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, and again, it's not always size that matters, is from what I hear they say. You know, it's the motion of the ocean. I mean, it's the difference. What separates Top Gun is not just their size.
Bingo. Nailed it, John.
What separates them, though, is they have the best instructors with over 300 years experience. Yes, you heard that correctly. You got my man Will Dugan out there. He's the head instructor. This man has done it, can do everything. He is a master marksman, but he can help you. He can help you, the beginners who are uncomfortable with guns, don't know much about them, how to use them. It's called First Shot. You can take those classes, get comfortable, go ahead and get licensed. Also, if you know all about guns and you've had them and you want to go and take a master marksmanship class, of course they got that as well. And again, if you go out to Top Gun Memphis right now, you can do pretty much anything. They have a gold membership for only $48 a month. That's like $1.60 a day. You get unlimited range time. That's 7 days a week, by the way. You also get free gun rentals when you purchase ammo. They have over 100 different pistols that you can rent and shoot. That way, when you're going out there and you might want to purchase your next weapon, you can find out which gun you actually like by shooting a bunch of different ones. If you don't have a membership, you can't do that. You have to pay to rent the gun. So do me a favor, $48 a month. That's easy peasy, $1.60 a day. You can shoot to your heart's content. You also get access to the member lounge. I'm telling you. Again, shoot for as little as $1.60 a day at Top Gun, which is at 2770 Whitten Road. You can go to TopGunMemphis.com and check out all their services, their classes. And again, if you want to shoot with the best, shoot at Top Gun Memphis. Hey, guess what, Dacus?
Oh, John, I'm ready.
Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Are you surprised that I was ready? I mean, usually I'm not prepared.
I am.
Today, you didn't even give me a heads up. I was ready.
I was trying to give you a little bit of a heads up because I wasn't sure if you knew that we were going to go do a little bit of wood.
I'm on it today, John.
All right, so I talked about Pat McAfee because he is becoming a very polarizing figure. Sometimes you love him, sometimes you hate him. Like during college football, it wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't, him on game day felt more like he was trying too hard, I guess, you know.
I've heard a lot of people, I don't know if you would say you're a part of this, but I've seen a lot of people, tee him up. Did you just see that, John? Just got text.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of people that have said, didn't really like him.
The game just started. There's already a tee?
Yeah, the game just started. We're 3 minutes into the game. But yes, there is a tee. They're showing the replay of it. He hung on the rim and slapped the backboard. We're watching Indiana State and Missouri State for those who are curious. So I've seen a lot of people say that, like, when Pat McAfee first started at ESPN, because a lot of people were very new to him. They didn't watch him when he was just on YouTube, stuff like that, SiriusXM, that they were, like, completely turned off on him. But now, like, as he's been on there more, as they're seeing him more, that they're, like, more into him. Or would you consider yourself a part of that? Like, you find yourself watching him more, like, kind of digging him a little more?
I like him. Yeah, I do. But again, I like his show. I don't really like him on game day though, and I don't need him and his dudes doing that. Like, what was it, Texas and Alabama when they were on the sideline this year? And I was watching the wrong. It was driving me nuts.
Right.
Like, I guess when it comes to actually just the game, I'm more of a traditionalist.
Sure.
But listening to him talk, like, he says some interesting stuff. Like, whatever is on Pat McAfee's mind,
he's gonna say it.
He's gonna say it. I mean, he's going to say it. And I talked to you with Dustin Starr earlier this week about basically how Pat McAfee was talking about how he will not wrestle at WrestleMania this year. And the reason he's not going to wrestle is because he couldn't pass a drug test. Well, I found it kind of interesting. A lot of people are wondering, is it marijuana or is it steroids? Because he always is. He's a little yoked up for a punter, bro.
He is.
And he's always wearing the muscle shirts. So I'm I don't know, man. Like, this is driving me kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, man. Pat McAfee, like, dude's not playing sports anymore. I don't see him just doing steroids.
No.
Like,
I think he
it's
just stays
got to
in the
be
gym.
the lettuce, right?
Yeah, I think it's just that.
Man, but anyway, there's tons of speculation. Do you think it's a weed situation? Because again, you should be able to pass a drug test unless it's pot, because it stays in your system for like 30 days at least.
I think it's just that. I think, I hope it's not. I mean, if it is steroids, whatever. But I hope it's not, because what a compliment that is, people thinking you're doing steroids. Good body, I guess.
And, and let's also not forget, by the way, do you remember Pat McAfee when he was playing actually in the NFL? I think it was with the Colts. Do you remember when he got arrested for swimming drunk in a canal?
I do remember that, yeah.
Like, what? Like, dude is a little bit different.
He is. No, he's super different, but, I mean, he's entertaining, that's for sure.
Well, I did want to tell Pat McAfee this, and you know how I love to give PSAs and make sure everybody's up, so they're taking care of protecting yourself, in your body. But this is something that I found out that was terrifying. All right, I'm a fan of lettuce, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got bad news, man.
Okay.
I always look at these little things that come out. They came out and said, check this out. This is terrible. They tell you not to smoke cigarettes, right?
Right.
It's really
Lung
bad
darts.
for you.
Uh-huh.
Lung darts, terrible for you. Did you know that they believe that if you smoke marijuana on a regular, that it increases your chance at having cardiovascular disease by almost 50%?
Really?
48.2%. Oh, my God. And by the way, did you know they estimate that 48.2 million people use marijuana every day? Dude, how many people we got up in this country? That many people smoking weed on a daily?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think so. I had a buddy in high school that swore up and down he would have better practices when he smoked before practice.
I work out. I'm not gonna lie. When I go do yoga and stuff, I like to get a buzz on. I work out better when I smoke.
See, that's what he would say, and I just
because you put in
never made sense to me,
man. Because like it's lettuce, and
but I've also never smoked, so.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of people just want to sit down and like open a bag of chips.
Sure.
But like if you're smoking a sativa. It kind of gives you a little bit of energy. It puts you in a good headspace. Like I always get a little smoky before I go to the gym. But I also am now freaked out because I might have a damn heart attack or a stroke.
Well, but with all the yoga you're doing, I mean.
So you think I'm like fighting it off?
I think so. I think you're like.
If you smoke and go go work out, then it's okay.
But just you got to do yoga. If you're doing the other things, not as good. Yoga, it's the key.
Antonio Brown, he doesn't like Taylor Swift. Did you know that?
Well, give me a break.
Why is
Antonio Brown, please?
Like, why is Antonio Brown even in the news all the time?
You know, obviously I think he has some issues right now.
You know, he's like basically trying to say that, like, he's like implying, like, he's been putting pictures like him and Taylor Swift and like it's
and they're like animated. Like,
and he's like, he put a tweet out that said "Move over, Giselle."
Yeah, because that was like his big thing.
He was like saying he was
mad at Tom.
Was mad at Tom Brady.
Honestly, what a terrible guy. I mean, Tom Brady literally let him come live in his house with him,
No joke.
so that he could have another opportunity to play football. And all this man has done for the last like 3 years is go after Giselle. Even when Tom Brady and him and her were still together, that's when it started. I mean, give me a break. This guy is ridiculous.
Man, by the way, you know Larsa Pippen, no Tippin Pippen's ex-wife?
Yeah. And what didn't you say? Her and Jordan's son. They broke up, didn't they?
They are not broken up. They said they're working on it.
I see.
But they're
trying to work things out.
They're trying to work things out. That means they're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a great sign, but hey, you know, whatever.
But we know how cheap Scottie Pippen is. That's why they call him No Tippin' Pippen. No Tippin' Pippen. So
I wonder how his son is. I would like to know, like, if he goes to like any establishments around the city, since, you know, he's with the Grizzlies now. I wonder if if they would consider him No Tippin Jr.
Will the apple fall far from the tree?
That's exactly.
Now, if my dad was a horrendous tipper, like, I think I would do opposite, because you would probably hear a lot of criticism, like, man,
Exactly.
your dad's so damn cheap, bro. Like, why don't he tip people, man? Do they know that they're making $2 an hour? By the way, tip your bartenders, tip your waiters, tip your servers.
Absolutely.
But also, there's some industries that need to stop asking for tips. You know what I'm saying?
Did I tell you I was at a football game once?
Like,
Not here.
If I go to get a sub sandwich, like a fast food, like, I put my card in, and then it pops up on the screen, and they're about to make my sandwich.
Sure.
So you got to tip, because they're going to spit in your food if you don't. And it's like literally before they even make your sandwich.
I was at a football game somewhere. I forgot where I was. It wasn't here.
What do they not make? Are they not paying sandwich constructors anymore?
That's a good question. I was at a game once, and maybe it was a basketball game. It was some sort of game, and it was one of those. You see, they're popular now, where like you can go and just like grab your own stuff, and then you go up to the like register and you pay for it and whatever. And they asked me to tip, and I was like, absolutely not. And the lady like pointed down. She goes, "Oh, sir, before you make your decision on your tip, I just want to let you know that all tips go to benefit our charity that we're sponsoring." And she like pointed down to like they had this like laminated sheet that said like what they were benefiting or whatever. And then I'm sitting there like I feel bad. Like I just want my peanuts in my water, and I feel bad because if I don't tip, whatever. Charity.
I was going to also tell you something. This is also going to help people out there with tips. You know, Ole Miss football games. I love the Ole Miss football games. When you go to buy their very expensive beers or drinks or their food from their food stand, just like when I went to buy a sandwich, it pops up and says, you can leave 10, 15, 20, 25%, whatever. And it pops up. And guess what? Luckily, one person, because I always would hit it, because I don't want to, the people are working. And then one time this lady finally told me, she goes, you really shouldn't tip. And I said, why?
She was working there?
She was working there. And I was like, I said, you don't want tips? And she goes, I would love tips. She goes, but when you tip, it goes all to the owner of the stand.
Oh,
so it doesn't go to the workers.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't know that.
You're already charging $20 a damn beer.
Wow.
I thought the tip was going to the workers.
Yeah, that might be a good question to ask. Going forward. My favorite thing, have you ever been somewhere, and it's getting more and more popular, I've seen, because so many people are upset about the tipping. I've been to places where the tip screen will pop up on the screen, and the person who's working the register will click no tip before you can even make a decision.
Oh, I like that person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's happened like 2 or 3 times to me at different places, and they'll either say like hit no tip, or they'll like hit it for you so that you don't feel bad or anything.
Well, we got on the tipping situation because of no tipping.
Yeah, right. But I'm sorry, we didn't know about the story.
But the story is you know how cheap Scottie Pippen is, but dude, Larsa Pippen was talking on one of her little podcasts with her little friends and doing their little LA lifestyle thing. Like, is she like a housewife or something?
Something.
Anyway, she was out there talking, and Her 15-year-old daughter, she says, well, it's Andy Cohen. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
What does he do? Is he the Bravo guy? I know I see him like in New Year's. He's kind of funny. Point is, she was doing it with Andy Cohen, the Real Housewives girls, Larsa Pippen, says that her daughter, who's 15, how much of an allowance a week do you think she gets?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't even want to guess. It's probably astronomical.
She gets $700 a week.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and she's 15 years old, man.
That makes me so mad.
That's almost $3,000 a month.
Good for her, I guess.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Good for her. I don't know what to say.
But again, I'm kind of wondering why it is that Larsa has to give her daughter that much money. Like, are you not with your daughter ever? Like what does a 15-year-old need with that much money?
It's a good question. I mean, where are they going? They're not like going out by themselves. I mean, I guess people are dropping them off.
You can't drive yet.
Yeah.
What the hell is she spending $700 a week on?
Well, I mean, but we also got to remember, I mean, with that much money, I mean, they probably got drivers and stuff. So I'm sure she wakes up one day and says, I want to go to the mall, and they have, a driver or something drive her to the mall and drop her off with her friends or something. So who knows?
I was thinking to myself, like, damn.
It's way too much money, though.
It's like, the first thought I think about is, usually kids spend their money on bad things.
Uh-huh.
I told you what I did with my lunch money, right?
Yes.
Me and my friends, when we were in high school, we would not eat lunch at school. We would get our money from our parents. We would locker shop. Do you know what locker shopping is?
I do not know.
It's where you just walk down and you keep opening lockers till you find somebody's lunch and you take it out of there and then you
That
eat it.
is terrible.
Dude, I was a child, okay?
Despicable.
I had to save my lunch money because we would leave when we'd get out of school and we'd go to Tillman and buy a dime sack.
Good Lord.
Because me and two buddies, we had to pull all of our money together to add up to $10. So I'm just wondering, like, bro, you could have a seriously bad habit if you get $700 a week, Larsa. Better watch it.
I thought you were going to say something like when I was in school, you would have people that would find like an empty locker and they would store snacks in there and then they would sell snacks out of the locker. So I thought you were saying you were doing something like that.
I ain't buying nothing. Like I'm already.
Well, I thought you were saying
my lunch
that's what I'm saying.
money.
I thought you were taking that money, buying a bunch of snacks, and then selling it out of your locker to get more money.
No. Locker shopping.
I see.
And by the way, it's rude. I was
really?
wrong. I was wrong for doing it. I apologize again, but I was a young feller. Bud Light, did you know they spent $80 million on NFL ads to fix their image after the Dylan Mulvaney controversy?
Wow. I did notice there were a lot of their ads during football games this year.
Dude, that is a lot of money. They say, check this out. This is according to Bro Bible.
What a great resource there, John.
Hey, it's a great article, brother. I read it earlier. I liked it. It says they lost over $1 billion during the whole boycott. Bro, they lost $1 billion and they're still just rolling along.
That is crazy.
I didn't realize how much money Bud Light makes.
Honestly.
Like, holy hell. $1 billion. They lost $1 billion and they're still cool. Like, hey, it's not a big deal, man. Everybody's getting a little drink on. We got to take a quick time out. Speaking of drinkers, we got Uncle Brasky. I'm sure he's probably down in Oxford taking a little lap around the square, drinking a little Tito's. You know, we got T-Money as well. It's time to do some bets on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Troy Fivesh, owner of Fivesh Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with 2 of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, it's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Is this house a good price compared to others in the area? Are prices going up or down? If I don't make an offer right this very moment, will I miss my chance? These are just some of the questions a home buyer might ask. And these are the sorts of questions an agent who is a Realtor can help answer. Because Realtors have the expertise, data, and access to specialty training to help you navigate the process of buying a home. They provide support, guidance, and have your back every step of the way. That's what Realtors do, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-364-1031 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-364-1031. That's 800-364-1031. What do you have to lose? Call 800-364-1031. Again, 800-364-1031.
I negotiate for a living. I negotiate contracts.
Even though Melanie McMeekin had been loyal to a local jewelry store for over 10 years, when it came time to upgrade her engagement ring, she decided to let her jeweler compete with Genesis Diamonds.
So if I went in with the same ring specifications to both places, what were they going to bring back to me? That's what I was interested in.
Guess what? It was no contest. Genesis beat the other jeweler hands down.
I did get a higher quality diamond for significantly less money. It was about an $8,000 difference.
So less money and higher quality.
Both things made it very compelling for us to switch and go with Genesis. I'm definitely glad I shopped around, and my husband is extremely glad I shopped around.
Have you made the switch to Genesis?
You can get into where you go back to the same place over and over again, but when you start thinking about your money, it becomes pretty important.
Genesis Diamonds, Memphis's direct diamond importer.
Make sure that you put Genesis on your list. I hadn't done that in the past, and I wish I would have done it sooner.
At Poplar and Perkins Extended.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I gotta say, my friends on the Sissy's Log Cabin line are absolutely killing me today. Like, y'all keep bringing in some funny stuff, man. Somebody sent me a man in drag, and I guess it's when I was talking earlier in the first segment about the tees. And it just says, "Oh, John," and he's doing his hair. Like, I didn't know you could make those things. Like, there's an app out there that you can go make your own GIFs.
I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe this is just a GIF out there, but most of the time when it's stuff like this, you make it. You can make, like, you can find, like, apps that they have, like, videos that are GIFs, and you can, like, put text over it and make it, like, a custom GIF.
I love those.
So that's what I'm guessing happened here.
I've used ChatGTP this week. I've learned that you can make your own GIFs. Man, I'm like, welcome. Hey, what up, 2024? I'm in it. I know what I'm doing. Now it's time to bring in my homies. We got T-Money, Uncle Brasky. What's up, Money?
What's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. It's Friday. Tomorrow's basketball slate. Have you looked at it? You got FAU in Memphis. You got a little Tennessee, Kentucky. Follow that up, by the way, with a little North Carolina and some Duke. I'm ready to gamble.
I'm with you, brother. I'm ready to gamble, too. I've got my bankroll ready together, and we're just getting into March, and we got our rooms booked down in Tunica with Red and Big Slender, and we're going to have Uncle Brasky come down, and he's a radio legend. We got our LSU people coming back in town. They meet us down there every year. We have a big time down in Tunica during the March Madness. So we got that all together. We're ready to rock and roll.
Man, not only are you ready to rock and roll for March Madness, but 420, one of the best days of the year. That's April 20th. I hear you're putting on, you and Paul Gagliano and a bunch of people, Pretty Chris, a wing competition that's got $10,000 in cash prizes. They're going to have music. It's going to get buck wild. Tell me a little bit about this on 420.
On 420, we've got the World Wing Fest downtown. It's at the River Garden Park. That's the northernmost park there, right before you get to the pyramid there. It's on Riverside Drive. 22 years. Paul Gagliano puts on a great festival, and RS Financial Group is the title sponsor. So we've got a lot of representation down there. It's a lot of fun. We need some more teams down there. I think Paul told me we got about 40 to 50, but we're looking for about 60. So I think we got room for another 10 to 15 teams. You can go to worldwingfest.com, and you can sign up right there. And it's a great time. It's going to be a beautiful day. I already know it's going to be a beautiful day because it's 420, and we're on the river eating wings. I mean, I don't know what else you get. We got Earl to Pearl playing. We got Memphis Bunkenhorns playing there at the RS Financial stage. So it's going to be a big time. And Paul told me they got stuff for the kids down there in the Jungle Gym, and you can get your face painted and get you some of this and that and hang out. It's going to be a glorious day.
So if you just want to eat wings and party, you can get your tickets at the gate, or you can get them online a little bit earlier. They're $15. You get 3 free wing bucks, $20 if you get them at the gate. Plus, they have the VIP one. And by the way, I'm pretty sure you're giving me a VIP, right? Like,
oh, you're always VIP, Johnny.
Man, that's my dog. Because, for $150, you can also be a VIP. You get 10 free wing bucks plus an open bar and a catered tent. That's how I like to roll.
Hey, and at 2 o'clock, Johnny, we got the wing eating competition. And our defending champion is our boy Skinny down there at Old Dominic. Our boy Skinny is the defending world wing champion eating contest, and he's going to come out in like a Ric Flair robe with a belt, and we're going to have you call him out. And we got some come out music and everything.
Heck yeah, man! Just tell Skinny not to get arrested, okay? It's a little.
We'll make sure that don't happen again.
Last time I hung out with Skinny got arrested.
Man, it wasn't his fault, man.
It really wasn't. It wasn't my fault. It really wasn't. It wasn't your fault either. But it's time to bring in my good buddy Uncle Brasky. Brasky, how's Oxford?
Man, it's going great down here, Johnny. We've got baseball tonight. Ole Miss against Morehead State. First pitch at 6:30. The weather's not looking too good, so they may push it to a doubleheader tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I hate it. I hate a little rain out. Is that going to dampen your spirits? Is it going to stop you from doing your lap around the square?
No. Friday night's a 2-lap night. It's where you hit all the bars 2 times for 2 drinks a bar and you stagger home.
Dude,
I will be up there, be on the square. got my third treatment today, so I'm feeling 18. So I may hang out till 1 in the morning. You never know.
You know what? So you got your testosterone shot today, huh?
Yeah, they wanted to give me 4 in a row to get me really going.
So, do you feel it immediately? Like, how's this work?
I'm just now really starting to feel it. I'm crushing my workout.
Is your wife digging the testosterone shots?
I've been trying to play dead early in the morning. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever done that, but sometimes when you just lay there and fart, then they get disgusted, and leave the room. I mean, there's certain things you can do to avoid things, but so I mean, I think she is. I got a lot more energy, but
so you're actually now crushing your workouts, taking out the trash, doing all the manly things.
Exactly, and doing some embarrassing things, I hate to admit it this week. I did the dumbest thing I think I've ever done in my life. I like to put my eye out. I got a black eye now.
What did you do?
I was down in a hotel, and they had the cord wrapped around the hairdryer. And I just grabbed it and swung it around to unwrap it, and the damn thing that goes in the wall hit me in the eye and cut my eye. And now my eye's black. I look crazy, but, luckily it didn't put my eyeball out. I felt so stupid. I thought, what did you do that for? It hurt, man. But I'm back.
You spend more time with a hairdryer than any man I know.
That's because I got hair. When you ain't got hair, you don't need it.
That's true. That is true, man. Oh,
it's
my
just
God.
Rub and go,
Just polish, put a little bit of something to take the shine off, and then roll out. All right, boys.
Exactly.
So tell me a little something, man. How are we going to make some money this weekend?
I'll tell you what, Johnny. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got to ask one question.
Come on, ask it.
How did Skinny win the hot wing contest?
He's got him a technique like none other.
Okay, because I know it's going to be 420, and I'm going to be one of the judges down there, so I'll have my smoke on, and I guarantee you I'll be able to eat all the wings.
You ain't gonna beat Skinny.
Nah, you ain't gonna beat Skinny, bro.
You ain't beat Skinny. He puts the wing in his mouth and comes out with a bone.
Well, he is. Wait. Brasky is taking these testosterone shots. So
that is true. He may have some competition.
Uh-oh.
So he didn't win. He didn't win the wing cooking contest. He ate the eating contest.
Correct.
Oh, I don't think I could beat him at that.
All right. So by the way, though, the cooking contest. So I just saw this. So you got first place wins $5,000, second $2,500, third $1,500, fourth $750, fifth $250. Like, dude, that's $5,000 is a fat little prize.
Oh yeah. That's a good little purse there. I'll tell you what. And a good team. I'm not going to name the team that doesn't donate their money back, but most teams not named NWO, they always give their money back. So.
The Barnyard Pimps, they give back their money.
We're giving back 100%. I promise you, every time we win, we're 100% give back. Because what are we out there for? We're out there to raise
money for the Ronald McDonald House. Man, dude, Correct. You're so awesome, Money. You are awesome, man. Brasky, Money, you are awesome. I can't wait for the wing competition. But I need to make some money now. Give me a game, Money.
All right, let's do this, Johnny. And remember, it's March, and we're ready to go. We've got the last little weekend before the conference tournaments kick off, and then we got the NCAA tournament. So I told you I have my bankroll ready together. And just remember, Johnny, I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And with that being said, I'm back on the Penny Hardaway train, and I'm taking the Tigers tomorrow against FSU. We'll probably be catching around. We beat them by 4 here at home. I'm thinking the line's going to be about 5, maybe 4.5, 5. We're going to be catching, of course. And so I like the Tigers plus the points tomorrow. I think the Tigers, they've got over their little mid-season squabble amongst themselves, and I think that they're a team again. David Jones is playing. I think he's the best small forward in college basketball. And if he's not an All-American, I don't know what an All-American looks like. But I like the Tigers tomorrow catching the point.
Do you what did you say? That did you already look at the line? Is it already out?
Well, we had a little future line. This is, Big Splendor. He kind of puts out lines, and he's usually all
spot
over.
on.
He's usually about a point or a point and a half off, and sometimes he's right on the number. So Big Slender said we'll be catching about 4.5 tomorrow, and I agree with him.
Ooh, are you going money line or are you taking the points?
I may go money line too. I may sprinkle a little bit, Johnny. You know what sprinkling it means.
Yes, I do. I sure do.
We may sprinkle a little bit on that money line, but I think the Tigers are ready to go. I mean, they got to win out. Anybody who doesn't think that the Tigers need to win out, they just need to go on about their business, because we need to win out to make the tournament.
Yeah.
We're the first 4 out for a reason.
That is for sure. By the way, though, did you know that there's basketball on right now? And I'm talking about women's basketball. Yeah, women's basketball. The SEC tournament is going on. I'm surprised.
Going on.
Like the Florida and Ole Miss play tonight on the SEC network.
Really?
Yup.
But I don't know. Are the girls any good down there in Oxford?
Yeah,
Yes,
they're 12-4.
sir.
They're 22-7.
That's what I thought. They were way better than the men, I guess.
Well, like the Ole Miss.
I mean, that ain't.
The Ole Miss basketball team's really falling on hard times, but don't forget, Money, they did beat Memphis.
That is true, and I don't know why. I don't know why we can't beat those freaks down there. I don't know why we can't. It's boggled my mind 2 years in a row how we can't go down to Oxford, Mississippi, and just baptize those young men. I don't get it.
I'm telling you what. I'm going to tell you what it is, man. The guys in Memphis ain't used to freaking seeing that many pretty women in one place.
I'll tell you what, it is a distraction down there. I will tell you that. I mean, they don't grow them anywhere better than in Oxford, Mississippi.
No, they don't.
I'll stand by that.
I agree with you on that 100%. So, okay, we got one big game. We got Memphis Tigers. You're back on the penny train. You got anything else?
Yeah, I got one more play. I'm going to go to the Big 12 here. I was looking up and down the Big 12 schedule, and there's some good games out there, but the one that just really stuck out to me was the Iowa State game. They're playing Kansas State, a sorry Kansas State team, and Iowa State's ranked 6th in the country, and I like them on the pick'em. I think they're on the road, so I'm thinking they played BYU the other night, and they were laying 7.5 and didn't get there, so I think they only won by 5. So I think they get there this time with over Kansas State. I like Iowa State. They got the Lipsy boy that can fill, and Keyshawn Gilbert. He gets about 14 a game, and they got the big man, King, who rebounds the ball and kicks it out, gives it to a guard when he needs to give it to a guard. So I like Iowa State tomorrow against Kansas State. I like that game.
I think I like that as well, man. I've been watching Iowa State, and this is just a damn good basketball team, and they don't lose.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I'm with you, Johnny. I like the Gilbert kid. He can get up and down, and the King kid, he knows how to get it to a guard. You know, when a big man gets the ball on a rebound, he don't need to be dribbling and trying to bring it up. It's get it to a guard, and let's go.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, the Iowa State Cyclones, they are, I can't believe, Gilbert, King, all those kids, Lipsy. I like that team. I think I'll do it. Are you saying that they're only like a couple point favorite?
I think they're going to be probably about 8.
Oh, 8 points. Okay, yeah. I'll ride with the Cyclones with you. All right,
dude. I think they get there. I think they win by 20.
What time's that game tomorrow? Do you know?
I wish you wouldn't ask me that.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I think it's probably midday. I think it's midday.
Midday. So like 12ish, 1ish. I like it.
Yeah,
right.
1. I think it's 1. I think it's a 1 o'clock tip.
All right, man. Well, just the tip. A little Iowa State action, a little Memphis. Now, what you got, Uncle Brasky?
Let me tell you what we got, Johnny. For everybody that's got to get something going on today, you know, some people just have to have a bet going on.
Yeah, and I got there's a lot of action on right now. What are we betting on?
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be. No, we're not going to any basketball. We're going baseball. We're going college baseball. We're taking Kentucky. They got the Kennesaw State Owls coming to town. We like over 10.5 runs in that game. This should be batting practice for a good Kentucky team. We like over 10.5 runs.
Wait, college baseball, that's today. What time's that bad boy go? About 6?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Oh, I'm glad I asked you now. 3 o'clock. So you can go ahead and get a little daytime action. We're taking Kentucky Over 10.5. I love it. All right, what was our nickel bag of funk?
The nickel bag play this week, and I cannot believe the line is this high. We're taking basketball tomorrow. We're taking a Kentucky team going to Tennessee, and they're catching 9.5 points.
Whoa.
That's a lot of points to give Kentucky.
Yeah, this is a team that can score 100 on almost anybody. But, man, that Vols team's been rolling. They ran right through Auburn. They went down to Alabama and kicked Nate Oates in his oats. They stomped South Carolina, man, back at the house senior day. Woo-hoo-hoo. But I don't think I can lay 9.5.
Kentucky catching. I'm taking Kentucky plus the 9.5. And here's the game I really love. Arkansas is going to Alabama. And Alabama's only minus 9.5. I think Alabama hangs 100 on them. You heard about what's going on at Arkansas, don't you?
Yes, I have.
You know, the three players that are...
Yeah. We're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's...
Okay, but that's been all over media boards, so they're in disarray. They just want the season over.
I'm right there with you.
They're going to go to Alabama. They're going to Alabama getting 100 hung on them. So... I think Alabama kills them.
I like it, man. Alabama's going to hit the threes, try to play a little bit of defense, even they don't. But it's, again, like it said, it's Arkansas. They just ready to end this season. It's been absolutely terrible. T-Money, Uncle Bradsky, y'all be blessed to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Y'all too, Johnny. Let's get
it. That's
a broke man's a dangerous man, Johnny.
A broke man is a dangerous man. That's T-Money and Uncle Bradsky back in 2 shakes. Sports 5698, 5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Do you want a greener, more weed-free lawn? If you're like me, you can't stand the sight of dandelions, clover, or especially crabgrass. Hi, I'm Brandon Hawley, president of Lawn Solutions. We are your locally owned and operated weed control and fertilization company. We are also experts in disease and insect control on your lawn and landscape. Our uniformed technicians are full-time, year-round licensed and certified by the state of Tennessee. Lawn Solutions' personalized service is far more superior to that of national companies that promise but simply cannot deliver. We return phone calls, we keep appointments, and we want your business. What we will not do is bother you with endless phone calls or junk mail. Lawn Solutions will not sell you something your lawn doesn't need. If you're looking for a local lawn care company to kill your weeds and feed your grass, then Lawn Solutions is the finest. Call us at 867-5626. That's 867-5626. Or go online at lawnsolutionsinc.net. From our family to yours, we want to thank you for your business.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
If you own a business, you know Luttrell Belting keeps you moving. Luttrell has cost-effective belts, conveyor components, and 24/7 on-site service to keep you operating smoothly. Text or just a phone call away at 800-441-8946 or online at LuttrellBelting.com. Luttrell's Memphis plant stocks belting in nearly every size and finish, and if they don't have it, they'll make it. From ordering to selection, fabrication, and installation, your Luttrell sales rep is there for you. Luttrell Belting keeps you moving.
When a cold keeps you up, try NyQuil Severe Honey Flavor. The nighttime, sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste to give your body the rest it needs to get that cold gone. Wake up refreshed, feeling relieved after enjoying the delicious flavor of NyQuil Severe Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey Flavor, use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I am such a failure.
You're going to have to narrow that one down a bit.
As the spokesperson for Central Barbecue, I have failed to tell everyone about the new location in South Haven.
Technically, I'm the spokesperson for Central Barbecue.
Well, I haven't told anyone, but there's a new location in South Haven that's super convenient for the people living there. And I haven't told them that location is where all the Central Barbecue catering for North Mississippi comes from.
If we could get back to the Central Barbecue spokesperson thing, see, you have to do this because you work here.
Now, I have no clue how I'm going to face the people of South Haven. I have besmirched the name Central Barbecue spokesperson.
Besmirched?
for the latest from the world of golf. Tune in every Saturday morning from 9 to 11 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelge and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop, here on Sports 56. Real sports talk.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Y'all know who's at the Grindhouse tonight, don't you? Yes, it's your Grizzlies. They're playing Atlanta, man.
That's
Is
my
that a
hawk
hawk?
noise, yeah.
That was a good hawk.
Thank you.
That was not a bad hawk at all, man. Yeah, Grizzlies, Hawks tonight. Atlanta, 2.5-point favorite. Grizzlies have actually been playing some pretty damn good basketball. You know, they're winning and stuff.
2 in a row.
Like, driving me crazy.
Don't call it a win streak.
Are they going to get 3 in a row tonight, man?
You know, I think this team hates the home fans because they
don't
find
win
a
at
way
home.
to win on the road and play competitive on the road. 2 of their last 3 home games have been blowouts, so maybe they just hate us.
Yeah, and they also, the Trailblazers was, that was one of the blowouts, and the Trailblazers are not
Well,
good.
and the one that wasn't a blowout, they were up big, and then
fell apart.
Portland came back and won in overtime.
Yep, man. Grizzlies, though, tonight with the Hawks, I'm not going to be touching that game. We'll be seeing maybe if Luke can hit a bunch of shots, Tripp does his thing, Vince Williams, you know how it is. But Grizzlies are rolling tonight. I need to tell you something, though. Tomorrow, I have already talked about it. It's one of the best days of college basketball. It is Memphis FAU at 11. It's followed up by Tennessee and Kentucky. Then you got a little Duke in North Carolina. Tomorrow is going to be awesome. Next week, it's basketball. So you know what you want to do? You want to get some good food in you. Have some friends over. Have Dyers cater for you. You can go to DyersCafe.com. You can order from there. They're going to be open at 10:30 in the morning. Head on over there. Get all your grub. Get ready to watch some deadgum sports and eat some good food, man. They got everything from those tamales to their famous burgers, their dogs, their sandwiches, the catfish. Check out Dyers. Again, it's not just downtown. Dyers out in Collierville, 101 North Center Street. Check them out. For Bryant Dacus, man, I'm John Harden. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Sports 56. Or no, I was about to say Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
No.
I kind of lost my mind. I usually say, get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland.